Hello traders, Jason here with SwingHigh.com. It is Friday, February 5th, 2010, and this is your post-market analysis. I'll bring up the indexes here. We had an interesting, very exciting day in the markets. The S&P up a little bit, the Dow down a little bit, the Nasdaq up almost a full percent, the Russell's up over 1%, the financials up over 1%, the Russell's up a little bit, the dollar finished up a little bit, and gold finished up a little bit. This doesn't do today's action justice though, so we're going to have to dig in and see what happened for ourselves. Here's the daily chart of SPY. I'm actually going to come back to that in a second. Let's look at the intraday action instead. Here we go. We sold off really hard today, about 1.5% down on the S&P, even broke below 105. But 105 proved as support as we came right back above it, and set up a base here on that support line, and then broke off of it towards the close. And it makes sense where we stopped after this really big spike. As you can see, this is around the close of yesterday and into the morning session and after hours, and the highs of the day. So it makes sense that we would stop here at the 106.60 area on SPY after this huge pop. So let's go out to the daily. Oh, and also notice the volume that really stepped in here at well, when the markets turned around. Actually, I'm going to come back to the daily in a bit. Let's take a look at the market internals here. The trend definitely following that action. It was really bearish and then pulled back very hard, finishing in bullish territory. Definitely corroborating that move higher. Same with the trend Q. The tick definitely had a bullish spike at the end, and the tick Q did the same. The VIX was up very big today, about 10% if I recall correctly, and then well, we opened around 25.50, shot up to 29.22, and pulled all the way back to 26, which is incredible. To see so much volatility in the markets, and to see the VIX move like that just adds more confirmation that volatility is definitely stepping up here. As you can see, we tested 30 on the VIX already. So the market internals definitely corroborated today's bounce, which is very much a thrusting pattern. It is a hammer, but those can be bullish at the bottom of a trend like this, especially on such large volume, and the fact that we came back and closed within this body. I actually picked up some UPRO at the end. That is the triple ETF of the S&P, which means that if the S&P goes up 1%, I get 3% on that position. But basically, from here, it's a little bit risky of a play. I have a tight stop on it, but from here, with such high volume and on this reversal pattern, this thrusting hammer, if you will, I do expect a bounce here. Now, it's going to be tough for SPY to get through 107.20 and 108 again, but my target on SPY from this bounce is the 108 to 109 area up here. I do expect us to come up and put in a lower swing high somewhere in here. I could see us getting up to 110, and if we get any higher than this swing high back here, which is 110.60, then I'm going to have to sit on my hands for a bit, because we will be in a sideways pattern and not in a bearish trend anymore. So from here, we need to keep making lower swing lows and lower swing highs. So our next swing high, if it's at 109, that would be good. That would help the bearish case, and you could start shorting again when we see another reversal pattern up there. Volume was huge today. I mean, we thought volume was big on these sell-off days. Wow, we just got, I mean, another 100 million shares of SPY traded today than did yesterday. So definitely some convincing volume, a reversal pattern on strong volume. I do see a bounce in the future. However, we are below a lot of resistance and kind of just hanging out here in no man's land. So some very volatile things can happen, hence the VIX spiking like this. So we'll have to see. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for being a part of SwingHigh.com.